Stalker 2 and Halo Infinite. Beef is imminent. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me see. All right. We'll give it some time. Got about 10 minutes. Gonna have some people hop in here. We'll go ahead and chat. And wait for a few people to come in here. We'll go through. I'm just going through the YouTube comments right now. Just want to see what people are saying. As you said, that mic is on point. Maybe I should go live on here too. Just let them know I'm gonna go live. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go live on here and let them know that I'm gonna go live. Nah, I'll just people will show up. I'm sure of it. If not, then I'll just watch it myself. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. On this beef is imminent. Well, I don't follow this guy. I don't follow him. I need to follow this guy too. I don't follow. I need to follow him too. Oh, there's a lot of people this thing saying I don't follow. Kind of confusing me. I thought I followed all these people. Ghost. I swear to you, trolling is like one of the funniest things to do. My bad, smack myself in the face with the goddamn mic. Big bro over there trolling me too. I see you, Puerto Rock. Oh snap! Hopefully Jers come in here. Hopefully my dude Jers comes in here. We're gonna watch this interview together. There's a fight tonight going on too. I gotta see that fight. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna see that fight. What up, Ellis? I don't know who wants to smoke, Ellis, but I don't know. This might not be the podcast for them if they want to smoke right now. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. See what happens in this one. Did you see my video, Ellis? You know what we about to do? It's about to get interesting. Oh, you saw my mic video? Did you see the last video I just dropped? The one I dropped right before I went live? Hey, I appreciate the follow, my dude. What a warrior. I appreciate that. What's the problem now? Can't we all just game along? Yeah, man, we could definitely all just game along. I mean, that's what it looks like our boy Jim is trying to do. I'm gonna call him our boy now. Nope, I'll be right back. I'm gonna watch it. All right, go watch it. I'm gonna start this live here in like, actually in 3 minutes. So you gotta hurry up and watch it, bro. You have to speed it up. Oh, we got 3 in here already. We got 3. All right, guys. I'm gonna start at freaking 9:10. All right. Yeah. Games everywhere, Ellis. Watch it. I don't know if you've been following what's going on, what happened with this interview that we're about to watch. I don't even know how old this interview is. I'll go ahead and put it up for now, but yeah, I have no idea how old this interview is, but we gonna watch. We, my friend, are going to watch it. I have my phone up so I can see what you guys are talking about. Alright, so we're gonna start it here in 1 minute. Alright. Everybody will be in by then, and then we'll go ahead and start. Come on, chat. I need the chat on my phone to refresh so I can see what everybody's saying. Hopefully it refreshes soon. Alright, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna give good attention, and yeah, we'll see what's up. See what's up. Damn, my shoulder's killing me, man. What up, dog pool? Hey, we're about to watch a interview with Jim Ryan. Should be pretty interesting interview. It's just 21 minutes long. I'm not gonna stop it too much. I just want to see what the hell he's talking about. I saw a little snippet of it, and that's what I made my last video on. All games everywhere. But I want to watch the full freaking interview. What you said? Oh, loose lips, Ryan. That boy do be talking. All right, y'all ready? Let's watch this. Let's see what's up. Let's see what he's talking about. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear him, all right? Let me know what the audio sounds like.
Hello and welcome back to GI Live. In this session, we're talking about the career, hopes and views of the person in charge of one of the most powerful and influential games companies on the planet. It is the president and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, Jim Ryan. Hello, Jim.
Hey, Chris. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you in person.
Yes, it's been a while.
It's been. We were talking about how long it's been, but I don't really want to talk about that because it's been a while. And I was talking about. I was actually before this. I was trying to think about the pandemic really and all the things that's happened in the last 18 months. And I know it's been challenging for everybody, and it's been for PlayStation. There's been some delays, and there's manufacturing issues, all this sort of thing that you've had to deal with. But when I look at what you've achieved. The games you released, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, Ratchet & Clank, Returnal. You've acquired a load of businesses, you've bought some game studios, and then the PS5 has got off to a huge start. You must be feeling pretty happy.
Yeah, it's been quite a ride the last 18 months. We closed the offices in March 2020, like everybody. And then I feel back, my kind of lifestyle has been
let
me
know
what
the sound is like.
And it feels like I've I'm spending most of my life working in the dark. I get up and I start very, very early in the morning, crossover with Japan, and then I break, and then I start again for crossover with the States. So it almost, I don't get to see that much daylight a lot of the time. So that's been weird.
Wow.
But really, really proud and happy with
That
what
was
the
weird.
team
Why you
has
say that?
managed to achieve over that period. And you listed it out. I mean, the great games in
Are coming
2020
fast?
with Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us Part 2, and then obviously the launch. That was quite something to do that from a dining room table in Highgate in North London.
Hey, can you guys hear? Let me know if you guys can hear it.
A fairly unusual experience, and not one I care to repeat, but it was quite a blast going through it.
Yeah, I've never known a console launch like it. It was launching the PlayStation 5 without actually being able to hands on with it, and then people, the demand was there. People came out for it, didn't they? It's been great.
Yeah, you touched on the difficulties of making the machine, and in a pandemic, it's obviously extremely challenging. But I'm so happy and so proud that we've managed to get to 10 million sold through faster than we've ever done it before.
Whatever, dog.
And I think there's tons of demand out there, but to actually be able to build the machines, get them over from China, get them into the stores and sold through, it's been quite a heroic effort.
One of the things that I really liked, we talked about this before, but the play at home stuff that you did when the pandemic hit, a couple of games to sort of keep your fans entertained, I guess, while they were locked down, and then that's kept going, and you've done more and more and more, and I didn't realize it was still going.
Yeah, we did two waves. We it struck us as everybody was struggling with the first lockdown. We thought, this would be a nice thing to do. We were able to do it, and very happy with the reaction. And then we kind of got through Christmas and started lockdown again, and everybody was a bit kind of miserable. And we thought, this would be just a nice thing to reprise. And we did it again, spread over a period of actually a number of months. And actually now 60 million games have been downloaded as part of that.
Wow.
That activity, and we're just so happy to be able to do that for our community.
Oh wow!
Very good.
Is it done now?
Well, it depends if COVID's done. And then, I think we'll just see. It's one of those things. We'll see how the world evolves, and if lockdown,
I don't know,
heaven
dog
forbid,
bull.
if that should continue into 2022 and beyond, who knows? I mean, we might feel we have to do it again for the community. We'll just wait and see.
Well, I'll leave the present for a moment because I actually wanted to talk about your career because I looked this up beforehand. There isn't that much information out there, really. I know that you've been at PlayStation since the beginning. And what did you do back then?
So I was hired in 1994, the year before the launch of the first PlayStation, and my assignment was to set up the PlayStation companies in continental Europe. So we had maybe 20 people in this building in London focused on the UK, but we had absolutely nothing in Europe. So I had to, my task was to go out. It was to find offices. It was to hire people, put systems and processes in place, get sales forces, organize distribution. And it started with Germany, and then it was France, Italy, Spain, Switzerland,
this
Austria,
guy's all about
Scandinavia. So
expansion.
it was
This guy's
really,
about growing. Okay.
tasking and challenging, but ultimately very fulfilling couple of years doing that.
Yeah, that must have been great. What do you remember from that time? I think, did you ever read somewhere that you were actually taking the furniture into the office?
Yeah, I took a lease on an office in Frankfurt, and we realized that there weren't any desks or
Generations.
chairs in there. So there wasn't much money lying around at that time because we hadn't sold anything, so there was no
Nah, I
cash.
didn't
So
see
we
that,
ended
dog
up
pool.
going down to IKEA and buying the desks. And after that, trying to work out whether we had enough money to have somebody to pay somebody to assemble them, or whether we were going to have to do that ourselves.
Ain't nothing wrong with
actually,
IKEA, Jim.
happily, given my skills as a handyman, we found the cash to have somebody assemble them, and those desks served as well for a number of years. Actually, I was quite proud of those desks. IKEA, I recommend it to anybody.
Value is actually
Do you
pretty
remember
good.
the first time you played PlayStation?
Yes, the first game, and you may or not remember this game, was actually Jumping Flash, which was a platformer from our Japan studio. And I was kind of amazed and delighted at
What up,
this thing.
Secret? What up, Jersey?
Platforming, working in 3D. If you remember Jumping Flash, I'm impressed with you. But
I remember. I never played it. I just remember the.
yeah, it was one of the launch titles. So that was the first one.
What did you go on to do from there?
He trying to prove he a gamer. Go ahead, Jim. I ain't mad at you. You a gamer, dog. We ain't gonna check your gamer score.
A couple of years, and then after that, I ran the finance function for the European organization. The business was really regional in those days. There was a kind of fully self-contained European business, fully self-contained American business, and a fully self-contained Japanese business. And I ran finance for Europe. And then
he's about that money.
The PS1 cycle, and then we got to PS2, which was a different experience.
Yeah, well, I bet it was. I was going to. Well, PS1 was obviously very successful anyway, but the PlayStation 2 is the most successful platform of all time.
It ended up being the most successful, but what people actually forget is that in Europe it was really difficult at the start. It was, we're talking about 99, 2000, and European economies were in a mess, and there was no euro, so we had £299, we had 800 Deutschmarks, we had 2,100 French francs, 2,000 pesetas, 40,000 lira, all of this. So it was really messy and really difficult.
That boy about that
and
money.
The US was going well, and Japan was going well, but we couldn't sell anything in Europe. And we actually, the leadership of which I was part, was summoned over to Tokyo to sit with Ken Kutaragi, the father of PlayStation. Yeah. And Ken is a sort of very imposing figure, sort of personally, but also at an industry level. And Ken sat us down and he just said, please change your inefficient business.
Boom, that's
so
tough right there. That's a bars.
That's great advice. We'll go ahead and we'll do that. And so we returned, and we obviously we resolved to do better. And the rest is history, because Europe actually ended up the lead territory with PS2.
He's nothing like Phil.
One of the things I'm proud
but you can tell he's about the money, though.
We kind of pushed the envelope.
You can feel it.
We opened up markets that had never had any sort of gaming culture ever. Middle East, people had never played video games before PlayStation in the Middle East. Russia, tiny gaming industry before PlayStation. Spain, very, very small gaming industry before PlayStation.
Yeah, you could tell his vision is to expand. Really, no cap, you could tell that his vision is to someone's got like a conqueror's mentality to just take over, but grow.
We had the social gaming phenomenon of SingStar and Buzz, which really kind of shifted the demographic to places again that we'd never been to before. And I don't
Jersey said, "You think so, Jersey? PS games coming to PC day one?
With the Wii and the DS.
I mean, maybe."
But then it's sort of
PS now being upgraded, maybe.
And from there it went. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I was going to ask you. You gave me a great anecdote there. I was going to ask you about if there's any. What do you think the key moments were in those 27 years you've been at PlayStation? And I guess
he's been at PlayStation for 27 years.
What key moments for PlayStation were, but maybe the key moments for you were. I guess that moment with
that. Yeah, that was pretty formative and pretty character forming. Actually, I think, I'd have to go back to the Ps4 launch.
PS4 is a beast.
We'd obviously struggled our way through PS3, which had a number of well-documented challenges, and I think we're all kind of weary and exhausted. And I think the big moment was E3 in 2013, where I don't know if you were there or not, but it was that was a big moment, and we just kind of thought, wow, we can do this, and maybe PlayStation is back. So that was one, and then the other one would obviously be the Ps5 launch last year, and a sort of odd, almost surreal series of events for all sorts of reasons. As I say, doing this launch from the dining room table in North London with colleagues, most of my colleagues on the west coast of America, many thousands of miles and 8 hours away, and the other colleagues in Japan, the same number of thousands of miles away, but in the opposite direction and opposite time zone.
I agree, Jersey. So I think they got I don't know. This is the money guy, right? So he's the one in charge. If he's saying he wants to make more money, or he wants, I mean, it makes sense to me.
Finance, and then you became head of
so
Europe.
Then they need to change it.
Europe, I remember that very well. And now you're in charge of the whole business.
He's about money and growth. I agree, Doc. That's what it sounds like.
How have you found that transition? I know it was a while ago now, but
Yeah, I'm actually naturally quite a shy person, and I am fairly introverted. So,
we halfway
speaking
we're
is
halfway through
something
already.
that has never come naturally to me. But after a while, you forge relationships with people like you. I mean, we've seen each other a number of times. Always really enjoy that, and it's actually quite
He
a
seems
fun
kind of
part the job
awkward.
now.
Yeah, I remember you sat next to me very briefly before your first Gamescom performance. You seemed a bit nervous.
I'd been, because Andrew House had been running Europe.
Yeah.
And then he was promoted back to go and run PlayStation, then based out of Tokyo.
Oh, thank you for the follow, man. What a warrior.
With about 2 weeks' notice.
No.
So I was a little bit nervous. This
dance moves,
one of the weird things though about the Ps5 launch was that the equivalent events were all done digitally.
Yeah.
And Far Cry 6 is dope, you said, Jersey?
I think probably in this room, 2 or 3 weeks before the launch, and then actually watched the launch event on TV at home.
I can see that
with my family, which was of many surreal events last year. That was probably the most surreal of the lot.
I did an awards event last week. Something similar happened. It's nice to have done the work and be able to relax. Be able to relax when you're about to do something big is strange.
Yeah, it is. But when you've got your children kind of laughing
at you
Secret. on the screen, that's kind of sobering.
Well, I'd be interested to know your answer to this, because I suspect everyone has a different answer, but someone who's been at PlayStation for 27 years, or I think that's right. In your mind, what is it? What is PlayStation? I mean, what do you think it represents? What makes it different?
Exclusives.
How would you describe it to someone?
I always bring us back to.
This is a big answer,
things, and obviously the most important is the games.
Okay, games.
And, we can get into that.
Tony Ponies will agree with that.
I think this is a phenomenon that kind of grows now with each year that passes, is the sense of community that people who enjoy PlayStation are able to participate in. And then third, our brand.
It is a strong community. I agree with that.
Has always been cool. And I think
the brand. Damn, he's a smart man.
Most about these formative months of PlayStation 5 is that we're still right at the cutting edge of something that people really want to be associated with, and I think that's great.
That's very true. PlayStation has always had like a cool connotation. You know what I'm saying? Like Xbox has always been almost like a dark horse.
It is, first of all, the games, and you have to come back to that. I said this at the time, and I stand by it. The launch lineup of games was the best we've ever had, and I'd submit probably the best that any console platform has ever had at launch. I think the work that we've done since then with Returnal and with Ratchet and Clank, and actually MLB The Show for the States, which is a fine game.
MLB The Show.
And the pipeline of games that we have coming is just fantastic. It's by far the strongest that we've ever had for any of our consoles, and I can't wait to see these games starting to drop one after the other. Horizon, God of War, GT7. I think that is ultimately what defines us.
The games, okay.
What are your, I guess, recent favourites?
My recent, but Ratchet and Clank. I love the game, and I think as a something that defines what PlayStation 5 is capable of doing. It's the first great example, and there's going to be many more that come over months and years to come. But that you can look at that and say, wow, you could never do that on any other console.
I'm a big Ratchet and Clank fan myself.
Ryan,
it's a beautiful game, and
I'm not
it's
gonna say
great
anything.
to have.
Wasn't there a developer that said that you could do that on other consoles?
Those guys
I
have
don't
been
know.
knocking it out the park, and they've been busy.
Yeah, they have, and they've got a couple more.
I see you listen to your boy.
Yes.
It's quite exciting. Well, I guess the question now is what next? But I can predict in the future, particularly in this industry.
Here we go, the future. Here we go.
There's lots of talk about streaming and cloud not streaming and subscriptions, VR and metaverses and all sorts. But what development?
Hold on. Look at his face.
Subscriptions, VR.
When he says subscriptions and VR. Hold on.
In this industry can be a fool's game, I think. There's lots of talk about streaming and cloud not streaming and subscriptions, VR and metaverses and all sorts. But what development are going on at the moment exciting you the most?
When you stand back, I think one of the thing that really excites me the most is that gaming is becoming more ubiquitous, and that ubiquity increases with every year, with each generation of consoles. You can see it. The gaming is appealing to an older demographic. It's appealing to a younger demographic. Gender parity increases with every year that passes. The depth of engagement of that community increases, and the geographic level, the number of people in markets that have never had any sort of gaming culture are starting to be able to access gaming, and I think that that phenomenon is so exciting in terms of what it means for people who make games in terms of
money. That's what he's talking about.
Expanding audience, and
more money. Yeah, that's what he sees.
And this may have quite some time span attached to it, but I see no reason why gaming shouldn't be as ubiquitous as music, movies, or TV shows.
That's a bar.
And if you think about that,
that's a bar. Sees no reason why it can't be like music. If you can't read between the lines as to what he means there, that means Sony games coming to Stadia. Wow.
I see no reason why gaming shouldn't be as ubiquitous as music, movies, or TV shows. And if you think about that, the implications of that for the people who make games and the people who play games are potentially really amazing and really powerful.
Yo, facts. He's not lying. Bro, him and Phil Spencer might be friends right now. Like, he's not lying. The people that make games will benefit by having their games on more platform, and us gamers will benefit by being able to play games on multiple. Oh boy.
Does anything need to happen to accelerate that expansion?
Yes, what needs to happen?
To help reach new people? Or is it just naturally happening?
I think it's largely will happen organically. The people like you who started off with PlayStation 1 in the 1990s, aged, I don't know what it was.
You don't know.
But people who were maybe 18 in 1995, those people are now in their mid to late 40s. Yeah. And so many of them are still with us, and that will continue. Those people are going to carry on playing games.
So that's facts.
Different sorts of games, different play patterns. But so that the passage of time is going to organically assist that ubiquity. And one of the things that I like about what we're doing is that we appear to be resonating extremely well with a very young audience at the same time. Which is one of the reasons that I am really positive about PlayStation 5. But this isn't just a PlayStation phenomenon. It's an entertainment phenomenon. I also think technology.
Boy, that boy, yo, look at the way he thinks. He has a broad idea. It's not just a PlayStation phenomenon. It's an entertainment phenomenon. He knows the way entertainment is moving, the way that we consume entertainment now, literally everywhere. You get Netflix everywhere. You get freaking music everywhere. Gaming, Microsoft is making it so you can almost game anywhere. Stadia, like, yo, this dude, he ain't trying to have Sony stay behind, and a lot of the Sony ponies can't see that. Wow, this dude ain't playing, bro.
That I am really positive about PlayStation 5, but this isn't just a PlayStation phenomenon. It's an entertainment phenomenon. I also think technology will help, and I think this is an area where we are particularly well placed to enjoy, because I think as each generation of technology comes along, processing power increases, graphics power increases, which are, in the abstract, absolutely meaningless. But to the extent that they empower the art of storytelling, they empower the ability to portray character, to portray emotion, to portray personality, particularly the high-end gaming experiences are going to become more and more lifelike. They're going to become richer, more emotionally engaging. And I think that will lead to an increasing convergence with other forms of entertainment, particularly cinema, and I think that will accelerate this process of ubiquity.
I guess the pandemic also accelerated things a little bit, didn't it, as well?
It certainly did. Yeah. Yes, we've spoken about Play at Home, which was very instrumental in helping secure the engagement of the community. But every gaming company, by and large, experienced considerable interest in the games that they were making, and some of that will persist. And we welcome it, and we're happy to try and give these people as many games to play as we possibly can.
It's nice as well that games isn't quite, it's still, there's still people that don't trust it, the older perhaps generations that aren't so used to it. So it's nice to see it sort of become accepted a bit. That's what I feel has happened. I'm wary I've taken probably way too much of your time. So I'm going to ask one final question. You kind of may have answered it just a moment ago, which is that with all the things that are sort of happening.
Manga, I don't think he lying, man. I feel like this dude is about his money, and I think he understands that expanding is gonna make more money. He spoke about the games is really what he cares about. So it sounds like he cares about the Sony games more than he cares about the Sony platform or the Sony box, right? So he wants the Sony games to go everywhere. Boy.
With PS5 and actually no, just generally about the future of video games. What do you hope?
Hold on. I missed the question. Hold on.
Just a moment ago, which is that with all the things that are sort of happening with PS5 and actually no, just generally about the future of video games. Mm-hmm. What do you hope will happen in the future? What is your hopes for the future?
I hope the PlayStation 5, and I really believe the PlayStation 5 will be Sony's biggest and best and most loved PlayStation yet.
Because it's going to be the last one.
I hope that will happen. I'd also like to see a world where the games that we make at PlayStation can be enjoyed by many, many tens of millions of people, perhaps hundreds of millions of people.
Hundreds of millions of people.
Right now, success with the existing console model, a really great PlayStation hit. You're talking 10 or 20 million people able to play that game. And if you compare that...
Do you hear the way he said that? He's not satisfied with that. Clearly, the way he said that, you could tell he's not satisfied with that. He's talking about the console model. Listen to what he's saying, the console model. So when all these Sony ponies are talking about there's no reason to buy an Xbox, no, they're right, because Microsoft is already thinking far ahead. They want you to be able to play their games on whatever the hell you want to play. Bro, if Microsoft could put Game Pass on PlayStation, they probably would. But Jim is saying the exact same thing. Yo, there's levels to this. You think we're smarter than these people? Come on, man. He's placed there for a reason. Let me see what y'all saying. He didn't say keyword. What keyword? Not the last console. At least I was worried for a second. Why does he try and buy the rights and keep them away from everyone who isn't on PlayStation platform? No. He's gonna make he wants the rights to him so that he gets paid when he puts them on other platforms. That's what he's trying to do. At least that's the way I'm reading it. Jim is frustrated by the console model. Yeah, he is. Yeah, his secret. 100%. I agree with that. I agree. That's what it sounds like. Yep, Jersey. Right. Exactly. He's finally understanding the problem. Yep. Damn, that's crazy. Yo, right before our eyes. How come the Sony ponies don't have a spaces about this?
People. Because right now, success with the existing console model, a really great PlayStation hit. You're talking 10 or 20 million people able to play that game. And if you compare that, and we're talking about games stacking up against music. We're talking about games.
Bro, he's a visionary, man. He's a visionary, man. He wants games to be bigger. 10 to 20 million is not enough. You're not buying enough games, Sony Pony. You could platinum the game all you want. Why don't you buy the title 3 times? Maybe that'll help it keep it exclusive. Oh my God. Let's go, Jim. Look at this guy. This guy over here like, please don't. Exclusives are gone. No more exclusives for you. What are you going to do? I'm gonna get a PC. Yo, they say get a PC, don't get an Xbox. No, I'm gonna get a PC, not get a PlayStation. Go ahead, Jim. Talk your
You're talking 10 or 20 million people able to play that game. And if you compare that, and we're talking about games stacking up against music. We're talking about games stacking up against movies. Music and movies, they can be enjoyed by almost limitless audiences.
Limitless audiences.
I think some of the art that our studios are making is
limitless audience. Listen to the way he's talking. Microsoft games cannot be enjoyed by who? Who can't enjoy Microsoft games? Someone that's on that closed Sony platform. That's it. So if you only own a PlayStation, you can't enjoy Microsoft games. But if you have a PC, man, if you got a phone, you can enjoy Microsoft games. This is what he's talking about. Dog, it doesn't matter what you want, Pony. Gallop and Polly, go back to your stable, eat some carrots. It doesn't matter. This is the guy that's running PlayStation. And he wants his games to come fast. And they about to be on Game Pass. Well, my download queue is going to be really long. As the exclusives come on by. Go ahead, Jim. No cap, I understand exactly what he's talking about. Hey, ISO, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, ISO. Game Pass is not whack. Watch your mouth.
Music and movies, they can be enjoyed by almost limitless audiences. And I think some of the art that our studios are making is some of the finest entertainment that's been made anywhere in the world. And to kind of gate the audience.
Gatekeeping. Jim said you're gatekeeping. Jim said it. We've been trying to tell you about gatekeeping. Stop gatekeeping. Jim said it. Bro, they're gonna be so mad. Oh, I like that secret. Play passes coming fast. I hope their grandfather is in. I'm already a PS Now member. I hope their grandfather is in, because that'll be dope. Oh man. You can't cancel me. I'm a casual. Yes, I can cancel you. Let's go back a little bit. All right, let's finish it.
Enjoyed by almost limitless audiences. And I think some of the art that our studios are making is some of the finest entertainment that's been made anywhere in the world. And to kind of gate the audience for the wonderful art, the wonderful entertainment that these studios are making, to gate the audience for that at 20 or 30 million frustrates me. And I'd love to see a world where...
Bro, gatekeeping frustrates me too, Phil. I mean, Jim. Damn, I called him Phil. That's how much I like he sounds.
Hundreds of millions of people can enjoy those games.
Well, I would too. Understand why we do what we do.
Boy, look how happy he looks. Yo, it's a wrap.
A world where hundreds of millions of
it's
people
a wrap.
Those games.
Well, I would too.
Watch. That's the happiest he's been all interview. Look at him. Yo, he's happy. He about to put PlayStation games on a freaking Google store. Watch. Yo, Cowboy, you about to get some games.
Understand why we do what we do, I think.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jim. It's a pleasure to talk to you, as it always is. And thank you, everyone who's watching. That's it for GI Live today. We'll be back tomorrow with Warner Music, who are going to be talking to us about, oddly, the convergence of music in the games industry. But yeah, until then, have a good one.
Bro. Wow. That's crazy. Play passes coming fast. I love that secret play pass. That's hilarious. Wow, that's crazy. That's insane. Now, seriously, think about everything that he's saying. Like, he's not satisfied with just selling 10 to 20 million, which as a businessman, it makes sense to want, like, come on, man. We can all understand it from a logical standpoint, right? Like, if you have a game that's close to this platform, but you could put it on multiple platforms, you would make more money, right? Right? You would want to make more money. And the Sony ponies that talk about, well, if a developer only has to worry about one SKU and one whatever, then they can maximize it or whatever. But that's not the way this stuff works, man. It's about the money, man. It's about they want to make money. Wow. Yeah, that's the only thing, man. I agree. I don't think they got the money for. They don't have the money like Microsoft does to do a Game Pass equivalent. But clearly, he wants to expand how many people play PlayStation games. Clearly, that's what he said. He wants. So this is the thing that he said that was clear as day. He expressed the console model. He literally said console model, and he tied console model to 10 to 20 million, and that's not what he wants. So clearly, he doesn't like the console model. That's it. I mean, how else are you gonna? How else would you say that? He wants to expand the games and have people be able to play the games. More people be able to play the games. Reach more people. How do you do that? Can you find a different way to do that than what Microsoft is doing as far as putting games everywhere? And it's crazy because the ponies were laughing at this. We're talking about you don't need an Xbox. Well, soon enough, you're not gonna need a PlayStation either. Maybe gaming will be like Netflix and Hulu and Amazon, where the platform itself is the service, where the platform itself is where you could get it. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know, man. More PC ports all day. That's an easy one right there. If you don't wanna, if you still wanna compete with Microsoft, right? Then yeah, just bring all your games to PC then, and then your PC will be winning regardless. Wow, bro, business deals makes the better appeal. That's facts, Jersey. Give me more PC ports. Yeah. I kind of doubt there will be a day one release for PS exclusives and Play Pass, but maybe 6 or 12 months later they will. Yeah, but no what? Well, you know what? What's crazy is I'm gonna check it right now. My son hit me up and told me that The Last of Us 2 is on PS Now. I'm about to check real quick. That's what he said. He said that The Last of Us 2 is on PS Now. And if that's true, think about it. That's pretty big. That's another game that for someone that likes subscription services like me, I get to freaking try out. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm about to check it. Wow. What else you guys got from that? What else did you guys get from that? That's insane to me. That's crazy to me. Yeah, I know they tried. They're tired of the $70 though. Damn, he ain't lying. The Last of Us Part 2 is on PS Now. Downloadable. Or I could stream it. Bro. Everything I heard from this interview, this is pro gamer. This is pro gamer. He wants more people to be able to game. Bro, that is pro gamer as it gets, man. Let me show you guys this though. Look at this. You guys see that? I don't know if you can see it or not. That's The Last of Us 2 right there. Downloadable. It is downloadable, or I could stream it. I could stream it or I could download it. Whatever you want me to do. That's huge, man. Still PlayStation Studio games, right? The same way the MLB The Show. He even, think about that. Yo, he even mentioned MLB The Show in the interview as one of the great launch lineup. Because it's a PlayStation game. So he didn't, oh my God, bro. Bro, if The Last of Us, I see you, Jersey. You said The Last of Us 2 seems like a trial on for them for PS Now. Well, I'm gonna download it right now, and I'm gonna tell everybody to download this shit. Good shit. I'm about that life. But I bet the majority of people on the console played it already. Of course they did. It's got 35,000 reviews. Holy cow. It's got a 4-star. Nah, Doc, you gotta beat Witcher 3. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna beat Witcher 3. I'm still playing that game. That game's long as hell, though. I'm not gonna lie, though, Jersey. It's pretty entertaining, though. Jersey. Show you what else they got. I'm gonna show you what else they got on here. Let me see if they still got it. Cause they also remove games too from here. They don't keep all the games the whole time. Jers, you ready? Jers, you ready? You ready for this, Jers? Check this out. It's for you, bud. Do you see that, Jersey? Jersey, do you see that? Downloadable on PS Now. Should I do it, Jers? Should I do it? Or I can stream it. Damn. So Bloodborne has 66,000 reviews. 5-star. Again. And I paid, what I pay for PS Now? I think I got the year subscription. Play that in October, Doc Pool? Play what, Bloodborne? Well, we're in October. I just go to the downloadable games. This is wild, man. This is wild. So what do you guys think overall about that interview? There's some good stuff, right? I think that was some good stuff. So I'm glad I watched the full interview now. Eventually I'll drop this video on YouTube as well. But yeah, good, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the video. I'm gonna go ahead and use the bathroom. Then when I get back, I'm gonna go ahead and play some Witcher. If you guys want to watch me play some Witcher, so we out. Doc Dark 1985. Yo, there's levels to this. We about to get all types of games. Peace.